Anyway.
God damn, patricians! Holy shit!
Anyway, let us
They're certainly the coast.
Anyway, let us start with my coronation. Who wants to be my chancellor? Who wants to voice the chancellor?
Oh, fuck it, I'll do it. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time.
Shouldn't I be giving orders now?
Of course, Your Majesty. But to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back.
Very well then, what must I do?
As is tradition, the council will decide whatever happens at your coronation.
Of course.
Shall we call the nobles in?
Let's see, what do we have for choices here?
The same choices as always.
Oh no, these are actually different.
These are different.
Oh yeah, it is.
I will not force the commons to swear blood oath, though. I will say that.
Come
Let's go
on.
into the river.
Yeah.
I don't want another
the
dictator.
junglers.
So...
I want the junglers.
I actually want the banquet.
Oh, that's true. That's free farming. I agree with that.
Sure, you spend a lot of your money, but farming, probably across the entire kingdom.
Oh, that's fine.
The nobles spare no expense, and your banquet table groans under the weight of it all. Whole roasted peacock, a boar's head stuffed with swan's tongues, an entire whale turned in on the spits. Wait, what?
My God.
How? Oh, okay, it's a small whale. It must be a small whale, like
It's a meal fit
bear's
for a
whale
queen,
or-
which is now, you suppose, what you are. Okay, and let's go through the council.
Now that you're the queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the desolate east, the wealthy coast, and of course, the bleak march.
I will introduce
Desolate.
myself.
Look, we have 8.
I will
Farming 8.
I will introduce myself to the Counts of the East. It's a
Doesn't look suspicious at all.
In order to finally make your acquaintance, your grace, may you escape the doom that befell your predecessor.
and I shall introduce myself to the patricians of the coast. Led by Martian.
A pleasure, Your August Majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign.
I shall introduce myself to the Barons of the March. Led by Martin.
Hail and well met, Your Majesty. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape.
And with that, introductions are done. The council immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. And my path to victory. Who wants to be the spy master? Sip was the spy master last time, I believe.
I can reprise my role.
If nobody wants
Go
to.
ahead.
Now, which do you want, slimy or satisfying?
I would say the satisfying personally.
Your Majesty, when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you?
I wish to be remembered as the mother of the nation.
Everyone, lower your farming quickly.
Yeah. What was
Interesting. Are you
buffoon.
concerned for the welfare of the commoners, or are you just hoping for a favorable passage in the history books? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. I wish I could say agriculture instead of that. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty.
And with that,
Also, holy shit, the barons have insane stats.
oh yeah, the barons are like generally pretty good, one as I understand.
They're like good at everything.
Anyway, let us into the first season. And what will the counts plan to do? Rissima of the Balefire Phoenix dynasty, powerful Eastern enigma, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice.
What the hell kind of voice is that?
Anyway, yeah, because Balefire, I don't think he's using a microphone. Someone will have to voice his stuff.
It is akin to a melody.
So who wants to voice Balefire's characters?
A voice ruins everything.
This bastard, and it'll make him suffer. My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Queen Miranda wears the crown.
And what will they plan to do?
Sorcery!
Yes.
A blood ritual.
Yes.
Oh god, please tell me we won't have like everyone has farming.
The Counts plan to summon an ancient famine demon that will devastate all other regions. I'm having a clear path to the throne. First, I must ensure the East can withstand a famine. To advance their scheme, the Counts must be the region with the highest farming in 4 seasons.
I love it. That's great.
Linde of the Taken bloodline, charismatic market trapper, stands before a blazing hearth, roaring with arms outstretched.
When have the barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne!
And what will they plan to do? What is the plan of the barons?
There's a clear play here. If you know how the other games have went, then there's a clear play.
Ooh. Do we only have 2? Oh yeah, we only have 2. So I guess it's gonna be a 50-50? It became Low Orders military. Okay.
Because
The barons
the
plan to
military of other people tends to be like fucked so hard. Whenever any military option comes up, your military gets worse. So,
The barons plan to modernize the kingdom's army in such a way that it's totally under their control. First, they must prove the military is needed reform. To advance their scheme, the barons must lower the other region's military to a combined total of 10 in less than 4 seasons, which it already is.
Which they already are. Okay.
Kato of the Carfogal family, legendary business mogul, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in omniscient prose.
Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Miranda. Something must be done.
And what do you plan to do?
Okay. I think lowering the treasury is the funniest one.
Sure.
The patricians plan to sink the queen under an ocean of debt. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons. And here we have who we are against: an embittered step-sibling, an embittered step-uncle, and a questionable claimant. None of these I really feel have a lot of actual legitimacy. Not gonna lie.
And your point?
And laws of the land, I think... Ooh, none of these are actually very interesting. But let's do stop the count. You only have 15 seconds and the vote will automatically close when the timer is over.
This means, Elk, we're going to need to be disciplined.
Let's see. Let's first see what's going on down here. Like a call for apprentices down in the march. I take
I'm gonna be having a hard time voicing. I've got stuff going on around me, so I'll have to mute myself.
Alright, no worries. Bad news, my liege. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Brusseldorf. I believe it is Pestia, the Lady of Pestilence. Imagine that.
Tell me more about
Wonderful.
this wizard.
Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power, and are naturally distrusted by the Church. Even the High Inquisitor wouldn't dare move against them openly. Pestia has influence over plagues, diseases, insects, and other horrid things like that.
Oh no.
She's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking common folk from all over the march are lining up for their chance. God help us.
And Lego?
Not just peasants. I, Karfogel, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those citizens are no match. I will be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen.
You know what? Knock yourself the fuck out. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help.
Okay, I really actually want this.
We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest.
Then we shall assemble the council.
Cheers, my liege. Ciao.
So let's see. I say he may become a wizard, but he has to forfeit his noble title.
Well, that raises the treasury. Never.
We want to raise the treasury, though. So,
Oh, you want to lower? Oh, you want to lower?
We
this
want to
temperature.
lower it.
we want it higher. Because it screws over
Oh,
the
right.
patricians.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Damn it!
Fuck the stupid counts and the extra vote. God damn it.
Taken.
Sorry. So, I suppose this is an acceptable compromise.
I will come back to haunt you.
Carfogel begins his journey to Brusseldorf immediately. His successor,
zero money now.
Lord Patrician Carfogel II, inherits his position on the council.
Oh my god, he died.
But the treasury confiscates the vast majority of his wealth as payment. Hestia's presence in Brusseldorf attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of her latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles around.
God damn it!
And there's been a theft in the march as well.
Poor March.
I suppose you'll voice for Martin then. Satan.
Sorry, I was just bullying Talon. Your Majesty, this is an outrage. I demand justice. Last week, Countess Sybil Tufida shook my hand as a supposed show of reconciliation and stole my family's lucky ring in the process.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Drakhov's bones! Nonsense! Rummaging through your drawers, and rummage through your drawers, and I'm sure you the thing.
Your Highness, a feud has stood between our families for centuries. Sybil Tufida's ancestor left my ancestor tied to a rock in the woods for the wolves to consume.
Wow.
Get over yourselves.
That's because his ancestor poisoned our well and killed half our house.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
Enough! I know Sybil Tufida stole my priceless ring. It brings the march great luck and bounty, and my dear cousin is to wear it when they marry.
Oh.
Let's investigate, because all's fair.
Yeah, I'm kind of saying we should just let it be investigating.
Yeah, I don't
Unfortunately,
think we should arrest them.
Hello,
No.
Mark. Oh, thank you.
I say we should investigate to see what the hell is going on with us.
Clearly they should deal with this themselves.
You showed us in clear violation of
Why
our
would you
noble
help the counts? They want the farming. This is a golden opportunity. You utter idiots.
No, smart actually.
Count Balefir, Yep, thank you.
Aurelius thanks you profusely, but the counts are furious that their accusations are being taken seriously.
Thank you. Thank you.
You ordered the Chancellor to search Sybil Theophilus.
Just say.
Sybil's home
just-
for this special ring.
Goodness me. I do enjoy tales about such mysteries. I shall do my best.
Just watch me actually have the ring.
Fuck you, Agatha Christie!
And now the honor guard. Who wants to be the marshal?
Oh, I'm actually kind of curious what the honor guard are now with these new factions.
8 cards. Counts with the Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose. Spooky. The patricians, with champion gladiators from the arena, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers.
Clearly, you should take the gladiators who did so well last time.
Divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all.
Tell me about...
I will unironically support the barons being the guard, the veterans of the march being the guards, if, you know...
Tell me about the Eastern Knights.
The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days.
I like them already.
Tell me about the veterans of the march.
These soldiers have fought more battles than they've hot dinners. They'll be uncouth, no doubt, and won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they're loyal and tough as nails.
And just for good measure, tell me about the coastal gladiators.
A gang of low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish.
And oiled up.
Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them?
I think I've made my decision.
I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty.
I will take the Eastern Knights.
I will make the arrangements at once.
The Knights arrive a few weeks later. They all are extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion.
Hey, Fluff! And he left.
You chose the poem people who don't fight much?
I'm being a... Well, I don't really expect to go to war, so...
They're your personal gods!
Anyway,
Well,
Okay,
I have
the
no money,
stadium
so...
cannot go through.
are we
but
all
we-
ready for the auction here?
I literally cannot do anything.
Yeah, you have no money.
Can't, no.
But,
Okay.
auction?
Elg, I'm going to make you look at what our modernization requires and bid appropriately. Okay?
Lower the military of other people and raise ours. Is
Yeah,
typically what we need, I think.
Yep. So I suggest we put a small token towards and help our dear friends in the East out with a nice stadium.
Guys, we cannot let the stadium pass.
Well, if you were to build a fortress, I think we'd suddenly find ourselves very much unable to make a claim on it.
What about a fine library?
Guys, someone fund the fortress. We can. We need more money on the aqueduct too to take down the. Fuck.
Oh well, never mind.
Oh god, someone's just spending all their money. Hey, Belfast just spent all their money. Okay.
Fuck.
In the future, can we just not have things spent at the last second?
Yeah, do not spend
we-
stuff
we-
at the last second, please.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, anyway.
I mean,
So that was literally the last second.
Nothing, Harris.
Stand out.
Anyway, let us
I mean-
see what this is going on with the searching for the ring. Lego, you're my chancellor.
Your Majesty, I found Baron Arael's ring, but the situation is delicate. Countess Sybil Tofida's niece has it, because Arael's cousin used it to propose to her.
Oh.
Who?
oh my god.
I guess this is your family.
My guardian Sybil Toothida doesn't understand true love. My dear Emmy and I are meant to be together, feud or no.
Oh my god, it's a Romeo and Juliet situation.
Okay, let's just let them be together. It'll be fine.
All we want is a quiet life, a little garden, flock of geese, 20 acres of land or so.
That's all.
No one knows about this romance yet, but tensions are high. Both regions are using the feud to fuel a full-on rivalry between barons and counts. Perhaps I'm soft-hearted, but I can't help feeling for this young couple. Is there a way we could resolve this peacefully?
If you provide a dowry,
publicly bless the couple's union.
Yeah, I say you publicly bless it.
Oh, cheers, Your Majesty.
You formally bless the upcoming marriage of Emmy and Lorelei. Both parents and counts outraged, claiming that you've disrespected their centuries-long feuding tradition.
What did you just say about...
As wedding
You should have paid the dowry!
As wedding preparations begin, the story of the love-struck couple catches the imagination of the Marcha peasants, who work together to make a huge cornucopia as a wedding gift. And what about this heretical discovery?
I mean, it's really good for the fucking kingdom, but...
It is, but...
Who wants to
I mean,
be
it's
the
helping
dowry.
Mthis land.
Who wants to be the High Inquisitor?
I vote king.
Ooh, what kind of voice should they get then? If I have to do it.
Bitchy.
Bitchy. I don't know if I can do a bitchy voice.
Do a fucking bitchy voice, or be like fucking Margaret Thatcher, I don't know.
I have never heard her speak.
You're
So-
lucky. Look, just fucking...
Yeah,
If
whatever.
King won't do it, I'll take over.
Oh, I'll do it. Oh, what? Fuck it. Your esteemed highness, I bring troubling news.
If someone took the knife's name in vain again?
Quite, your highness. A group of individuals in the east are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. They are believers of some ancient folkloric tradition. It's tied to some primordial spirit they say lives in the trees. Silly stories for children. Regrettably, I require the council's permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my inquisitors would have destroyed the cult before it had the chance to spread.
I'll hold a vote on the matter. Let's see. I personally say we should send some inquisitors to investigate this cult.
We should repeal the law that prevents the High Inquisitor from investigating at will.
Why would you want to possibly do that? No, I think we just don't let her into the east. No Inquisition members are in the east allowed.
East, come on and help. Oh shit. Fucking extra count vote.
I say we should send the East to investigate.
Look, you should... None of us have a faith-based victory. Why are you, doing something that will reduce stability in the kingdom?
I'm role-playing here. The High Inquisitor...
I'm talking to my fellow, my fellow nobles.
I'm gonna tell you as well, I'm role-playing. Do you know why? Do you know why, Sip? Because your fucking niece decided to hook up with a perfectly decent martial ass and lead her into vile and evil ways. There must be punishment!
The High Inquisitor and her followers are as swift as they are ruthless. Within a month, the fetid corpses of the heretics hang from the battlements of Camden, the town where the cult had begun.
You really, Sip? But you're fucking countess.
In the twisted passage of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother.
Oh, no.
Who wants to be my mother?
She hasn't been almost a year!
I've been busy!
Children! You'd better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? I should really know this by now. I should know that. But I don't! Now tell me!
Mother, you know, men.
Excellent! Oh, thank God for that. This can make baking in the air a lot easier. I'll send out this influential noble families in the kingdom. What do I have to offer? Oh, ninth, God knows, I need grandchildren!
Let's see. I think, for now, we will just have a common tax across the kingdom.
Let me just state that I have no money.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm just gonna have a common tax across the kingdom.
No, clearly we should be bribed.
Let's see what's going on. We have Wizardly Metal. Oh, God. Let's start with a happy couple.
Yes! Yes! Your Majesty, the couple from the March and the East are here to speak to the council.
Oh, Your Majesty, you brought us so much joy. I can't believe that I finally get to be with my dear Lorelei.
It's not gonna end well.
But it's not all good. We wanted to get married and start a farm together. Enjoy some peace and quiet for Sorry, my mouth was full. You caught me at a bad time.
All we need is each other and a few adorable animals. And the wedding would be tiny, 300-400 people at most. But of course Aurelis and Civility Feudal refuse to give us anything. Please, your highness, help us just once more.
You should have paid the dowry.
I say that they should forge their own path in the coast.
Actually, that's a very fair point. Get them away from both of us, you know?
Exactly, they should come to us. I agree, they should come to us.
Like,
Get them away.
They should most definitely... Oh...
You don't deserve them.
Looks like the entire kingdom is with me on this one. For the most part.
except
who joined
one
this?
angry in-law.
Rin
joined. Rin joined.
To the east.
You're the in-law for my daughter, okay?
A few nobles want their relatives to become humble. Few nobles want their relatives to become humble farmers, especially if it's because of a whirlwind romance with someone of a rival lineage. You know the barons, not the counts, are happy. But the patricians welcome them eagerly, even giving them some scrappy land to live on. Turns out that the lovers have a knack for the wilderness life, held along by the lucky ring, and they quickly cultivate a thriving farm that brings prosperity to the area.
God damn it!
Amy and Loyola even named their first child after the queen. Little Miranda grows up peacefully in the country, far away from the feuding families.
I wanted grandbabies, but not like this.
Now let's look at this wizardly meddling.
This cannot possibly end well.
I'll be right back. Going to grab a drink. But you can keep going.
I'm back.
This is you, Lego.
By the ninth! How many times do I have to tell you? He's not my responsibility anymore.
It was your father who stole all my gold! Someone must pay!
Oh my god, what happened?
Have mercy, your august majesty. The former Lord Patrician Kerthorgal turned up at my estate demanding my jewellery and valuables, saying they were needed in Brusseldorf for research. He kept babbling about strong electromagnetic fields or some such fucking nonsense. I warned you, wizards always cause trouble.
That does sound like me.
You know what? Out of spite, I'm going to vote
We should not
against...
mess with a wizard, though.
We should summon the wizard.
We should not mess with a wizard, especially one called Pestia.
I am fucking asking for once again, I am asking
Parents will have to do without their pretty necklaces.
Fuck you!
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Once again,
I don't want Tegan to be compensated.
fighting against the rightful claims of the Marchers. Fucking
Are you going to support? Balafir, you backstabbing wench!
One of you has something decent. Thank you. At least there's one family amongst you bastards who has some sense of justice.
Yeah, but this only benefits.
Your
Well, this
Highness.
does benefit the queen, so.
But I mean, I also voted for this. I feel slightly weird complaining. Sorry.
Anyway, it's you.
I said.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Yeah. What about Carfocal, Your Highness? This solves nothing. And then I apologize because
He continues to grumble as he scoops your gold into a pouch. His words prove to be right, as more barons are soon deprived of their valuables, chickens, cigars, family heirlooms, and a few priced hogs. All in the name of progress, or so Carfocal claims.
fucking wizards.
Exactly, progress.
I hate
Go,
wizards.
wizard.
This is all because you didn't let me be a noble and the wizard at the same time.
One eligible young man from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance.
Yes, I know, Mother.
You probably don't want to choose a patrician.
There's no need to take your time with that, young lady. I'll take you to the Great Hall right now.
Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she's arranged 3 pots on easels. For now, she's each covered by a cloth. Wait, I don't even get to meet them?
There's no time for sentiment, dear. You just need a match that befits your station and suits your political needs.
You must wait a cloth on the first portrait.
By the line of God. This is Vladim, the eldest son of the Eastern Vlad dynasty. Yes, well. Counts, he's a little naive, but that may just be compared to the utter ruthlessness of the Eastern courts.
Why am I hearing so many dings?
A very pious young man. Half the East are in love with him, apparently, and the other half hate him.
He's an intriguing candidate.
Sounds like a normal guy.
Next, we have Alpheus, the wealthy heir to noble patrician Rin's estate. He spends most of his time in the solitude of his villa, so I know little about him.
Could be worse. Could be a lot better.
And finally, we have the March's offering, Victor, scion of the prestigious Aureli's bloodline. And you can be sure he'll tell you about how prestigious this bloodline is. Like most of the barons, his great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from his crossbow. He was high up in the army training the troops, but was dishonorably discharged for some reason.
Is that all?
What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance.
I have made my decision. It's still you, Tegan.
Well, which of them do you wish to marry?
I wish to marry Vladim of the East.
Angry Marcher noises!
I can already
so happy.
smell the Baron Rebellion.
Anyway, did you say this?
Excellent, I'll make the arrangements.
That's all we have for this season. In a dingy seaside tavern, the two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme.
Terrible news. The kingdom prospers. The treasury is practically overflowing.
I didn't expect the new queen to be competent.
Nobody did. We must work harder to bankrupt her.
The patricians aim to load the treasury to 1,500 or less.
1,500 or less is impossible. Holy hell, you have to lower it by so much.
I think I want to replace Stop the Count with Monarch's Golden Choice.
Golden Choice is such a good one.
And now the barons have the chance
Yeah.
to rebel if they want.
But they're only at 6. I thought they had to be
Okay,
higher.
we'll have to bank on
They are 6
rebellion
defiance,
for the
and they are
next
higher
time.
than both authority and stability.
We're
But-
not doing it just yet.
But I do think that might change after the royal wedding, because I believe the royal wedding lowers defiance all across the board. Your wedding to Vladim is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. A week in a day, the capital's one giant party.
Yay.
It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertram's Cathedral with Vladim at your side. Wants to be the Archbishop?
I'll do it. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Then I pronounce you queen and consort.
After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband Vladim delivers a short but heartful toast, expressing a wish to get to know you better. By the time you find yourself alone with Vladim, it's past midnight. You've never felt more tired.
I'm glad it's over. We can finally talk openly to each other now.
I must
He's
admit, I feel the same way.
Hold on. I should not have been drinking something before this. I'm glad to hear that. Be difficult being queen. Constantly surrounded by liars, lick-splittles, and flatterers. I don't know how you stand it.
It's tough, but I have to do my duty.
By Xenia's ashes, I feel for you. Couldn't do it.
After finishing the last of the wine, you head to your separate bedchambers. Seems your husband is happy to take his time getting to know you.
No sexo time for you degenerates.
I think that very rarely happened on the wedding night, if I'm completely honest. especially this period. Anyway.
I mean, it's
Yeah, but,
purely political marriage, so...
Yeah, it is a political marriage, that's the whole point. Anyway, there's a curious curse going around in the coast.
Good. And there's also a plague ship, apparently.
A giant glass globe filled to the brim with murky water is wheeled before the council. The fishbowl contains noble patrician Rin, spinning in liquid. They poke their head out above the surface. Who wants to voice Rin?
Oh my god.
Because Rin can voice at the moment. Like, who's the patrician?
Oh,
Like,
who are the patricians?
I guess I can do it. Your August Majesty, most infuriating circumstance has befallen me.
Good grief, what happened to you?
I have been cursed by a sea wizard. He inflicted me with these gills, so I can't leave the water for more than a couple minutes.
What did you do to anger this wizard?
I happen to own a tannery that is polluting some picturesque beach he likes. How was I supposed to know? I demand you arrest this maniac and force him to remove these gills.
I say...
We must end the military.
I say... I'll give the nobles 500 personal wealth if we send a diplomat to politely ask the wizards to reverse the curse.
Ooh, money.
I know, money.
I mean, it will
I think
finance
we
some of
could
our
send the
projects.
wizard cheese.
Oh, that is tempting, but yeah, no, I'm gonna.
Come on.
East, and there's no stomach for battle.
No, apparently there's stomach for battle.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
Send
no!
our military! Are you insane?
Seriously, why are you sending your own military
Why did
against a
you guys vote
wizard?
for that? This is like self-sabotage.
A squadron
It
of
really is.
It is perfect roleplay, though.
A squadron of the finest coastal fighters hurry off to hunt down the meddling wizard, thinking nothing more of it. You retire to bed. Next morning, you wake to the sound of water trickling down the halls of your bedroom, descending the stairs, and find the entire palace impossibly flooded. You recognize the corpses of
Completely
coastal
played
soldiers
into the hands of the Baron.
floating face down in the corridors.
They were
Don't
gonna win
mess with
anyways.
wizards, people! Don't mess with wizards!
Yeah, no, seriously, the Barons were gonna win anyway. Did you see it? We wouldn't have been able to get enough military in time.
All of a sudden, you are buffeted by a strange, overwhelmingly salty breeze. That's the wizard. Who wants to voice the sea wizard?
You all need to see me.
Oh god.
It's good.
The sea wizard in question, I presume?
I'm Scrampton.
I need you to reverse the curse afflicting noble patrician Rin.
Why would I do a thing like that? The tannery is ruining my favourite beach.
I think you should shut down the stupid tannery.
Yeah, it's
I'll order
more
them to
trouble than it's
shut down.
worth.
I'll order them to shut down the stupid tannery.
Holy
No,
fuck,
you-
we are
you got the-
suffering all across the board.
The
You
wizard's,
get what's coming to you.
the wizard's flesh
We
bulges
didn't
and
do
ripples
anything.
and turns suddenly to water, splashing down in your corpse-littered corridor. He's left you with quite a cleanup job. After your soldiers close down the tannery and destroy its vats, the nearby beach returns to its former beauty, and noble patrician Rin recovers from their curse. Sure, a few hundred jobs are lost, but it's a small price to pay. Noble patrician Rin appears at the council hall a few days later, back to their old self, though they have a case of the hiccups that persists for several months. Like, don't mess with wizards! Do I really have to tell you people this?
Yes, because it was really politically convenient for me. The Royal Navy has stopped a ship in the harbour at Phalassus, Your Majesty. It's a merchant vessel from Dania, and the crew have come down with some kind of plague. Captain refuses to go home, saying his crew need food and medical attention before offloading any cargo.
Lego is your
The
faction.
ship is carrying fine
friend.
silks, and a rare dye is worth thousands. I don't care what happens to the crew. We need to secure those goods.
Tell me more about this plague.
The infected have high fevers, oozing pustules, uncontrollable vomiting. Sounds like creeping scourge, which bumped off half the kingdom a few centuries ago.
Let's call a vote.
Okay, I'm Easterners. I don't normally do this, but I think we have to make a firm point of this. Quarantine the ship and toss the goods into the sea. We cannot allow this fucking thing to spread. I know we have our differences, and by God, I hate a lot of you, but this is fucking devastating if we fuck this up.
Yeah, just fuck the patricians, right?
I'm just
I'm
gonna.
sorry.
Just keep fucking the patricians.
Absolutely fuck the patricians. No, quarantine the ship, toss the goods into the sea. Easterners, work with us on this one. I'm begging you.
I'm gonna veto to allowing the ship to dock and offload its goods without any quarantine.
Oh, why not just sink the ship and all aboard? You know, just no.
Well, clearly, the goods are too important.
Excellent point. Sink the ship.
Yeah, no. I was just trying to bait out some vote. Well,
Sink the ship.
yeah.
Ship should be quarantined. We need the goods.
It's gonna end up as a top.
I am begging the remaining count vote.
Sorry.
Damn it!
I gotta stick with my people.
Oh, I could get to pick. Because it's a tie.
Your Majesty, I am begging you not to fuck this up.
We will quarantine the ship, but take the goods.
Ah,
Yes,
Maybe.
can only
please
go
go
wrong.
horribly wrong for them.
No!
It failed.
The dice and six are carried in support, much to the noble patrician Wind's satisfaction. The crew are left to wait on the ship. Unfortunately, the silks have been infested with fleas that carries the infection. A week later, your marshal brings dire news.
Yes.
Taking you to marshal.
Your Majesty, signs of creeping scourge have been seen in many towns along the coast. We must shut down the roads and quarantine the worst affected areas.
Thousands die, soldiers die, leaving the armies undermanned. Farmers die,
The
leaving the crops
patricians
to
is
rot in the
just
fields.
suffering.
Fortunately, the plague is contained mostly to the coast.
I'm just gonna say, we could have avoided all of this.
No, we would have suffered
No,
either
we
way.
could have.
So,
When the Navy finally boards the quarantine ship months later, they find nothing but corpses. Oh boy.
If only we had a better queen that thought of things.
Late at night, two counts meet in an ancient cemetery to discuss their schemes against the queen.
I'll voice Bill if you need.
Because
I can-
Bale's not going to use them.
Our grain stores are looking much more impressive than the rest of the kingdom.
Yeah, and I've had peasants from the coast moving onto my lands, desperate to sponge off our prosperity.
Most pleasing, but won't summoning this demon be difficult? Magic beyond our usual fare.
The walls of reality are sturdy, but they can be weakened. A tide of blood must swallow this kingdom in its wake. Chaos.
Chaos.
By next stage, this counts must lose stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons.
Oh,
Fuck, that's gonna be difficult.
that's not
Yeah, well,
It's only 4.
Amidst,
not nearly as difficult as the fucking treasury to less than 1.5k.
amidst dark and foreboding forests, a small squat castle stands over the Marcher border. There at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching.
Oh, you started a new dynasty.
We are completely fucked.
Anyway, Matt,
Like a great news from the field. Not only have we sabotaged the upper region's armies, we've salvaged a few defectors for our own forces. We're stronger than ever. Huzzah! What a coup! Oh, yes. I've drafted the reform proposals as planned. The council will be more than happy to follow our lead. Good, but we must ensure they don't get skittish. The kingdom must be stable for our proposal to work.
oh goody!
Oh god.
A calm before the storm.
the next stage, the barons must raise stability to 5 or more in 2 seasons.
Yes!
Brilliant.
Joy.
Yeah, so the barons are getting quite a far ahead here. Yeah, now these two are basically competing on who can get to the next stage.
I mean, we have a bit of
That's good
rivalry, so it
because
makes sense.
we won't be doing anything this entire run anyways.
You can just
Hey,
build up
Patrician!
work to build your
Patricians!
stats.
A deal.
Raise
you-
our stats? Have you looked at our stats?
Also,
Okay,
there-
we will help. I will help you. I'm only vouch. I can only vouch for myself, but I will help you lower the treasury if you help lower stability.
I agree with my fellow there.
And I
I'll
can see
also
Baron.
help.
Good, so we are now 3 nobles on each thing now, because Baron has joined.
Fantastic. Finally, the Count's fucking vote.
Okay, I was
Oh,
wondering how I
no!
could lose, but
No,
Giant spiders, yes,
no, not again.
yes.
The good word first.
Greetings, Miranda. I've had an idea. As you know, the people of the East are quite pious.
Well, they are
Already?
phase. They are phase 6, actually. They are to phase 6, so.
As a member of the royal household and an avid adherent of the church myself, I thought I might go back to my homeland for a time and take the opportunity to preach in your favor.
Why do this for me?
It's my duty as your husband, isn't it? And besides, it will be good for both of you to be more popular. Wow, I forgot who I was voicing.
Go
You're the
forth!
character.
Go forth and teach them to love me.
Instant stability.
His voice is automatically now changed. That's pleasing. I'll make the preparations immediately.
It's still you. Oh, wait, why is it? Oh, that's
What?
okay.
That's
Okay,
why I
this is
start
bug.
reading. I'm
Word
so
spreads fast that
confused.
the King Consort is planning a tour of the east. Thousands flock to the town's villages where he plans to stop. Once he arrives, Vladimir gives a series of impassioned speeches to the locals, preaching at length about your good standing with the church. It strikes a chord. The Spy Master happily announces that your popularity is rising all across the region.
Adam, you suck.
Now, giant spiders.
Handle the beast first, I'm begging you. Oh, shit.
Your Grace, a forest on my land has been completely overrun by giant spiders! Some are as big as horses! The trees are shrouded in webs and travelers are going missing. We must put a stop to this!
I think they should send in the army to wipe them out.
I mean, you don't need to lower our military anymore, you know, you've already got the arms, so...
No, but I just want to burn them. Fuck it, I'm done.
Unironically, let's coexist with these giant spiders, you know?
No, I think we should send in the army to wipe them out.
Okay, fine.
That's only a 50% chance.
The army. Are we in agreement on the army, Baron?
No.
Actually-
if you say so, yep. We can.
All right.
The army is an interesting
Send in
gamble.
the army, yes, do it.
Stupid ass gamble, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's great to see that patricians have like 0 military force left.
Eastern troops sweep into the shrouded woods, hacking down the webs and killing any 8-legged creatures they come across.
Please fail,
Operations
please
have
fail.
made a success.
Fuck!
No significant
God.
losses, and soon the forest is empty of arachnid life.
They have like no troops.
Soon the merchants are returning to the roads without worrying about
hell.
being turned into
How
spider
the fuck did
food.
that work?
It's a 50-50. It was a coin flip.
Now missing bees.
You're great. Terrible news from the east. The bees have vanished.
All the bees.
But my breakfast,
All
honey!
the bees. I fear it has wider implications than your breakfast, Your Highness. We counterland bees for our honey trade. But worse, in the east, bees are bringers of good fortune. We look after them, and they look after us. It's a grim omen indeed if they deserted us. Our peasants are scared that we've offended the bees somehow. We must track them down.
How the fuck do you offend bees?
Don't know.
I say 500 if you send messengers to investigate other regions for where the missing bees
I
might
mean, I
be.
hate all these options. So
Yeah, no, none of these are good for us. Let's just go with Monarch's choice.
sure, I'll take the money.
Like, we can't lower our defiance any further. And we don't want to raise stability. We don't want to lower our farming.
I'm not going to vote right now.
Do you not want the 500 gold?
I can't vote.
Oh. You should be able to. It says you're here.
Your fellow barons are plotting. I can't do shit.
Just give it a second. It might just be loading.
Strange.
Okay. Well, it's the vote's already decided, so.
Yeah.
Okay. The Eastern Beehives continues to languish, but the counts are grateful that the council take the situation seriously. Residents have ready themselves to traverse the kingdom and find the bees. Surely it shouldn't be too hard to find such a huge swarm. Hopefully.
This is not going to end well.
Very weird, though.
I bet there's a wizard responsible for this. Okay, prison.
Well, here you have the auction. Go for it.
Is there really anything we need?
They desperately want...
Yeah, they want stability down, and they want...
The thing is, even if we got stability down, you're still set.
Yeah, because we need 5.
So do you really need to spend money on that?
Yes, I'm happy to put it in. You know, if you guys want to buy us a cathedral or something to try and stop it, by all means. But otherwise, we'll just take the... I mean, the patricians have a shitload anyway, so, you know.
Oh, they're trying to sabotage the patricians' wealth by lowering their trade. Oh god, they have thief skills.
No, I think the patricians...
I love to see this rivalry.
How much money? Oh,
Lower.
Oh, they're really good at Thieves Guild! Oh god!
Okay,
Okay,
you've
It looks like what did it become? It became an aqueduct in a prison.
Okay. Well, I mean, the Thieves Guild would have been fun, but oh well.
Modernization proposals. The sip, I think you wear my spine.
Oh,
Master.
right. Your Highness, the Barons of the March plan to have the Council push through a number of military reforms. For the good of the kingdom, they say, but the reforms are designed to consolidate March control over our rank.
What can I do?
The Barons are waiting for a period of stability that will allow them to pass the necessary amendments while everyone's guard is down. It looks as though the Barons will have the opportunity they need to put forth the military reforms, but things could change.
Okay, hang on. Why do we get sold out in the East and just get to wave it fucking through?
You bring the
Because
revelations.
yours are very overt, ours are very subtle, and you are literally doing reforms to the government. We are doing some secret thing in our cults in the East.
You bring the
don't
revelations
have
with
any
the parents
cults.
wholeheartedly deny the council.
I think we should accuse the barons of treason immediately.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree. We should accuse them of treason.
To the coastal, because I can't rely on the fucking Easterners. If the coastal are willing to work with us, then the marchers will most certainly put our support to anything that you desire. That doesn't completely fuck.
At this point, I desire chaos.
500 wealth to stall the military reforms.
Shut up, Your Majesty. We accuse them of treason.
I mean, accusing them of treason, I don't know if that'll lower the stability enough to stop the plan, but we're just gonna
I don't
do it.
care. It's more fun.
Naturally, we're
It's treason then.
The council chamber erupts with shouts and insults, accusations, formal and informal, circulate throughout the kingdom, shocking everyone. Peasants in the march and beyond protest the reforms. The rise of cartoons are posted on tavern notice boards, while priests warn against the trust in the self-serving barons and their wicked ways. We only hope it'll be enough to delay the reforms.
Honestly, I don't think it will be, but because they only need 5.
depending on how the...
We can still lower it.
Yeah,
Your marriage to Vladimir
but it's going
has,
to benefit us regardless. So
your marriage to Vladimir has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as political arrangement, it was blossomed into something like love.
oh,
It's high time you thought about there.
Congratulations are in order, and the royal wedding was a magnificent affair.
I am very happy, thank you.
Your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duties to the kingdom. But I'm glad you found a way to have both. Yes. You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard. Or the youngest of your many cousins.
My husband and I will have a child together.
Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business.
This'll raise stability, won't it?
Yes.
Probably.
Yep.
I mean, I think it would raise stability regardless, so.
Oh no, the bees!
Yes, you sent to look for the Count's bees have returned, Your Majesty.
Who wants to be the scholar?
Okay, I can take over. We have discovered where they went. They've been seen in the marsh.
The marsh stole my
Baron
daughter and
stamps
also
in.
our bees!
Baron stamps in. His face is swollen and covered with stings.
Those damn counts! I bet they sent these bees of theirs just to trouble us.
I did wonder what was going on with your face.
It's terrible. By the lines, those bees must be destroyed. No one dares to go outside. Our markets are ruined. Ruined.
Then stop. These bees are our livelihood. If they're killed, they'll bring bad luck to us all.
Then you should have taken better care of them, shouldn't you?
And not accused us of treason.
But I will say
Destroy the bee!
we should not. I'm gonna be to destroying them.
Okay, let's get the bees back home. Like, come on.
Get the church in.
We are the church.
Yeah.
It's basically up to the patricians. at
What's
this
in
point.
our interest?
Remember, we will support measures that lower the treasury for you if you support our
Yes,
measures.
let's lure the bees back to the east.
You know
The
what,
barons are powerful enough.
Xyz's failure would be to have stability. And this is going to hurt our farming, but you're not actually hurting stability.
It doesn't. I mean, there's nothing we can do that.
Some barons grumble they're not getting enough help from the crown. The farmers resort to huge protective suits and hats, which hamper their work terribly. Meanwhile, the counts are grateful, but are desperate to figure out how to bring the bees back. Eastern folk tales describe charms that can control bees. Hopefully the counts can find one before it's too late.
You should just go for civil war. We outnumber. We have like more militaries than the rest combined.
Yeah, but they still need to get above my authority in Defiance.
Yep. We are close. Equal.
A pair of counts face each other in silence. A code word is exchanged. They speak in their latest schemes.
What happened? The kingdom was meant to be a whirlpool of chaos by now.
It's more like a whirlpool of smiles and hugs. No demon will come anywhere near it.
The counts aim to lower stability to 4 or less.
It's those damn barons' fault.
Damn right it is.
After several rounds of deliberations, the council approves wide-ranging reforms to the kingdom's standing army. The barons
we lose.
are the major contributors to this new model army, having volunteered their expertise and manpower in these trying times. Meanwhile, in the foreboding Martyr Fortress, the barons are celebrating.
I can hardly believe they went for it. This is all well and good, but we have not won yet. We must make our final preparations before we take control.
And what do you plan to do for the final one?
I mean, we have high military, right? So
We have high military, but it's a question of like how much military we're going to need, and it's quite difficult to. Fine. Let's just go with raised military then.
yeah, that's March.
We'll do it subtly.
I mean, this.
Then it's settled. We have a plan of attack, but one last thing remains: defense. For our final march on the capital, we'll need a sizable home garrison to repel opportunistic attacks from the other regions.
Yes, like from
The
the
final state, the
count.
barons must raise their military to at least 9.
Oh god, that is gonna
Good.
be hell.
And I think we're just gonna keep a normal common tax across the board.
I mean, the patricians are looking awfully wealthy right now.
Yeah, they're like.
Yeah, you're kind of right about that.
Fucking real?
Yes.
I mean, and
What?
like,
Defiance is so high with the barons, I think you should bribe them.
Fucking Easterners, just gonna throw that out there.
I'm just gonna
Personally, I
keep.
say bribe the barons.
I'm gonna keep a common tax across the board. No favoritism here.
Oh, okay.
No more spiders.
Arms
Oh no,
shortage.
I'll be causing an economic issue.
Good.
Oh, that's actually
ecological.
interesting that there is an event for that.
Your Highness, a forest on my land has been completely overrun by giant flies!
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
This is brilliant.
You're the fools.
The giant spiders must have been the only thing keeping them in check. They're huge and horrible and buzzing all around the east. Oh man, I think this might be why the bees left.
How big are we talking?
Wait.
Each one's the size of a man's head, and when there are thousands of them helmet protect my own.
That is terrifying.
Why is nothing ends well?
Something must be done. Sorry.
We should
Ooh,
hire.
I think we should hire a wizard to deal with it. Wizards are gods, and we should hire one to deal with it.
Trap them with honey.
Oh yeah, that'll hire a wizard. That'll really cost a lot. Yeah.
No.
Trap them
Yep.
with honey.
I say trap them honey because that's actually 100% chance of working.
Actually, everyone who votes for
Hire a wizard.
who votes for
need
Chat
the
with
wizard.
Honey gets 500.
We need the
Hire a wizard!
wizard.
Hire a wizard! Hire a
People.
wizard!
Oh,
Wizards
no.
are gods in the
Wizard!
setting.
Wizard!
What
Oh,
got
no.
Wizard!
we
Wizard!
get if we win, right? Or do we get whatever?
But what do you mean?
Do we just get it even though we lost, or are we fucked?
Yeah, no,
What do you
you
mean?
don't get the 500 because it doesn't go through. So no 500 for you.
God damn
Pleasure
it!
doing
Kept our
business with
word,
you.
Patricians.
After scouting
Pleasure
the
doing
land,
business with you.
your chancellor finds a wizard who claims mastery over vermin and
God.
pestilence. Is it Pestia?
It's Pestia. From the beginning.
I suppose I can help, but next time, just leave the spiders alive. It's a delicate ecosystem.
Pestia pulls a bone flute from her pocket and strolls out of your throne room, playing a tune that buzzes in your skull. According to reports, the flyers in the east rise en masse and descend upon Pestia, following her like a great black cloud. Leads them directly into the sea and commands them to drown themselves. Fishermen are picking flycatchers out of their nets for weeks afterwards. Wizards are terrifying.
Wizards are terrible. Now this I'm interested in.
Hound Lad holds up a slab of wood attached to a length of string. When he swings it around his head, it makes a powerful buzzing noise.
Look at this! It's a bee charm! We bought it from a wandering druid and it's proven most effective at attracting bees back to the east. We can even control them to an extent.
Love it.
Oh, our farming can't
blanket-
go any higher.
A blanket of eager bees is already covering the windows of the council hall. Is there a catch?
None that we know of, Your Grace. Though the druid charged us an arm and a leg. We're practically drowning in honey, and our crops are thriving. However, I petitioned the council for an investment to help us keep using the charm. It requires constant use, and my arm is starting to hurt. Besides, it would be a shame if the unfortunate swarm situation happened again.
Really going to let the Easterners blackmail us?
The nobles exchange nervous glances. No one wants to plague a beast descending on their household. I'm gonna veto.
Produces.
I'm gonna veto this.
How dare you?
Fine.
Forbid it.
Yep.
I'm in a
We
very bad
just
position.
saw how dangerous sorcery can be.
It just says aggressively,
And
so...
clearly that they don't know what could happen.
Yeah.
if
Oh,
they
that's
were
probably
see
what it
what
means.
happens.
It's probably meant to be like use it against the other regions of
Yeah,
farming, I
it
guess.
just says forbid it from using it aggressively, not using it, period.
The counts protest a great deal that they didn't mean to threaten anyone, but they do give in. The other nobles are grateful that you put your foot down. Instead of eyeing other regions, the counts focus on their own lands, building up even more honey stores and helping their fields flourish.
Can we get a higher number than 10, please? We should be 12 farming right now.
Apparently the East is just very fertile. You produce so much food over there.
We are
It's
the
thanks to the
breadbasket
bees.
of the Empire.
Let me
so
remind you that it was
Mthis.
described as bleak in the beginning.
Magic.
Your Serene Highness, the situation in the coast is dire. The petitions, I mean the Queen's navy, is in tatters, so few ships remain that I fear will lack the presence to patrol our trade routes. We must bolster our dwindling force in the coast. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection?
Oh,
Ooh,
I would
The treasury
literally,
almost completely broke.
I would be 50 gold off literally the game just ending if I picked that. Oh,
well, let's hire a
Well,
mercenary
you
company.
don't get a choice.
I say that we employ
Employ-
traders used to build new ships.
yes.
Yep.
No, we need military. We should hire mercenaries.
Oh no, they're gonna work for it. Oh
Yes.
no.
We did
Yeah.
say we would support them in
Come on,
getting the
come on.
treasury down.
Don't do this. Don't be a prick. Come on.
You're literally gonna allow the Barons to win because they're the one that are first ahead. Because if it instantly ends, the Barons win.
I mean, it's only
Still
50
have
gold
50
off.
gold.
We just need to get it
let's have some
under a
fun.
certain amount,
Yeah.
and then we can raise it again, you know?
Oh god.
Mercenaries? I'm not usually one to trust them, but I suppose it's better than nothing.
On your marshal's advice, the treasury contributes a large sum to hiring a cadre of Salish freebooters to protect the coast. The Salish are uncouth, foolhardy, and unaccustomed to rubbing shoulders with nobility. Many patricians complain about their lack of discipline. At least the shipping routes are safe. This is going to turn into a bad thing next time, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, you have to raise taxes now.
But we've at least achieved the first stage of our scheme now.
In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme.
The treasury is practically empty, and the queen is struggling to fund her ambitions.
You don't
We
say.
are perfectly placed to offer her a loan.
So helpful of us.
Indeed, these loan agreements will be as friendly as a bear trap. Absolutely loaded with hidden catches in the small print. Now watch me work my magic.
My treasurer?
We need one. Who wants it? Okay, I guess I volunteered. Good evening. Oh, no, that's the wrong voice. Good evening, Lord Patrician. What exactly is the purpose of this meeting?
I heard about the Queen's recent money troubles, and I thought we could both benefit. Sign here and here.
This agreement does seem fair. Very well, I'll sign. The Queen will be pleased. Good night,
You
Lord
have money
Patrician,
again.
and may the Ninth bless you. See? Look at this!
Ugh,
You're safe, Mthis.
for now.
See? Easy as a pie. But it's not enough to bankroll the Queen. The rest of the kingdom must be in debt to us as well.
Advances keep the Prince must have the highest trades of all regions and
It's
free
gonna be as
seasons.
possible as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been suffering so hard. But at least we're agents of chaos.
Call for unity. Call for unity. Call for unity.
Yeah, I'm
No,
going to say
no.
call for unity for monarchs.
No!
No, they need. Well, yeah. Yeah. Fuck, right?
Okay, all flee the
Talking
coast.
back.
All flee the coast. Beached whale.
Your August Majesty, a great big whale washed up on the coast, right outside my villa. However, before I could order my servants to harvest its blubber, a finful crawled onto the sand. It begged me for an audience with the Queen.
Oh, I always want to meet one of the denizens of the sea. Your hopes are fulfilled when a frog-faced, green-skinned man waddles in, his flippers slapping against the marble. Who wants to be the Finfolk?
I guess I can do it. Your Majesty, the whale's name was Sigma. She was wise and gentle, and a great friend of the Finfolk. We request her return, so we can send her soul into the great abyss with honor.
In what way was this whale your friend?
He kept the sharks away, banished our gloom with her beautiful songs, and provided us with her bounteous milk.
Aww. Aww. I regret asking. Aww.
Please, return her to us so we can give her a proper burial. Death's below, you can't be seriously considering this. Your Serene Highness, the beast is dead.
I say 500 if we return the dead whale to the Finfolk.
I'm in agreement with this.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I mean, Rin, do you want us to? No.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're
They're
right.
probably mostly about to
Just-
return, so.
Just get paid.
I feel we should be gracious with our neighbors in the sea.
This just makes it easier for them to survive the upcoming plague.
Yeah.
I mean, the plague that is foretold in prophecy and not one that is being manufactured, you know?
We would never do such a thing.
By the 9th, I can't believe this. The animal was already dead. Thank you, Your Majesty. The Finfolk owe you a great debt.
Using a huge crane and a team of oxen, the rotting whale is lifted and placed onto wooden rollers. Without ceremony, it is plopped back into the ocean. From that point on, the coastal fishermen reported their catches have never been better. The grateful Finfolk literally herd fish towards their nets.
I kind of want to see a queen victory.
See, let's look about this putting on a show. Martian?
Your esteemed highness, I have the most wonderful solution to all the excess gold cluttering in your treasury.
Access.
We should put on a mock sea battle in the coastal arena. For too long we've put up with gladiators fighting to the death on dry land. Boring.
That sounds expensive.
Right, like half a year ago, you didn't have a fleet.
I mean, that's
Fleet is
just it.
mercenary.
We gotta treat a fleet.
That's the point. It will be the event of the century. We waterproof the arena and fill it with seawater. Then we crew a few custom-built ships with our most expendable gladiators and have them duke it out before a screaming crowd.
Oh
Really,
God.
Robin.
Oh, this lowers their trade value. Okay. As a cheaper alternative, hold the event at sea.
I do
No,
not.
clearly we
2,000
should do it.
2,000 would be too much.
No, the Roman traditions, goddammit.
I mean,
the second option is just horrible.
yeah, and it doesn't matter what we vote, but
Because 2,000 is too much.
Oh, that's below. It would have been such a marvelous event too.
Now shark attacks.
Yeah.
Sharknado. Upsetting news from the coast, Your Majesty. Several peasants have been killed by a shark. I've already sent your condolences. You can't close my beach!
Excuse me?
That beach is vital for coastal tourism. You can't close it just because a few people got hurt on the wrong end of a fish.
Well, now I want to close it.
You can't. I'll take this all the way to the council. Turn the sharks into a tourist attraction. Yes, please.
You do you. You do you.
I want sharks.
guys,
Give me the sharks.
I will fund you one military building for the barons if you vote with us.
What, for the sharks down there?
Yeah, for keeping the beach open. Yes. If you vote,
sadly, I already clicked on that and I can't change it.
wow.
We need the sharks!
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
So now we have to
you
found a military
fool!
building.
I will fund one military building. You, if I can't, I won't fully fund it, but I will provide
the
some.
military building even shows up.
Ignoring advice
Exactly.
from various grizzled fishermen, you decide to keep the beach open. Coastal tourism cannot be allowed to suffer.
Wait, that
Down?
increased?
Because
It said it goes down.
I put on Call of Unity.
Just wait and see.
I put on Call
After
of
eating a
Unity.
few more peasants, the shark will simply get bored and swim away.
Because did you not notice I put on Call of Unity, which means if
No, I didn't actually. You said you'll just leave it to us.
yeah, but I did
You
put
don't
on
say
Call of
when you're
Unity.
putting something. You
Basically,
only
Mthis,
say when you're doing that, though.
Yeah.
Like
You
the
normally
Call of
say I
Unity.
leave it to you when you don't do anything.
Well, Call of Unity doesn't pick a specific thing, it's just one I activate. And if more than 50% of the nobles vote for one thing, I get +1 stability then.
But that one passed, so it should also lower the stability.
Yeah,
rating.
which will probably come up here after this.
oh, did you,
Okay.
wait, what? Say again, Mthis?
Ah, okay.
Because it got +1 stability from the Call of Unity, and I'm probably going to lose 1 stability here once this event rolls through.
Alright, fair enough.
Just wait and see. Lego, did you say this?
Yes, I already did that.
Alas, as Lord Patrician Carfocus II's predictions doesn't come to pass. More people vanish from the beach, leaving us but red circles in the water. Soon enough, nobody dares to visit. There's a catastrophic decline in tourism, and as such sharks scatter.
Being the patricians is just suffering this run.
The fish stops
Why
dwindle
do
too.
you hate us?
The patricians are always suffering in any run where Mthis is in charge.
You should not have voted for this. You should have known better.
We did know
We
better.
didn't vote for it. We voted to make the sharks a tourist attraction.
That's true, you did. Yeah, so you can see they are on their final step here, so, Ooh. Oh, my air!
See your progress, honestly. I've seen the other victories.
Your quest for an heir
Let's
is
see what happens when you
finally
win.
complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My daughter. The assembly
Oh,
is
fuck.
aimed with light applause. By this an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom.
My liege may be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter. What is her name?
Miranda the second.
Who's now, my liege? I'm sure little Miranda will grow up to be the ship of the old block.
Relation of finding an heir. Now you must need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from your spy master soon. Now, what's
I
going
really
on
want
down
to see
here?
this plague demon.
A need for horses in the march.
My liege, I've been thinking. Marcher soldiers are without peer, but our armies could always be stronger. What we really need are better horses. But the best don't come cheap. The Ashmedians have surplus of destrier at the moment. Horses bred for war. Perhaps the crown could go half with the barons to acquire some. For the god of the kingdom, of course.
2,000? Oh my god. I am not gonna spend 2,000. I am not gonna spend 2,000 with my treasury is this.
All
I
these.
will.
Let me just say that.
I strongly would encourage the patricians to consider breeding our own destriers, which will take our minds off trade and into farming, which gives the patricians a niche.
The council would have them beaten trade, but yeah.
Yeah, but that gives them, you know, at the same time. We strongly encourage this. Go on.
But that
I kind of want civil war.
I'm sorry, I have to discourage. Like, I said I'll vote for a military building.
Oh, come on. No. Why does it come on the last minute? That's fucking...
Because I don't think the timer actually works unless you use the specific monarch pack.
Yeah, unless I use the
Yep.
power for it.
In this voting, the timer has no effect, so you can...
Also, I think there might be some lag going on because I voted little bit
No
earlier.
destriers, what are we going to write? Coursers? Bah, it's like you people know nothing about horses or chivalry.
God damn it.
Stop being loyal, rebel.
Sibyls and stone. This is you, Lego?
Incredibly, there have been some strange aqueduct. But I'd rather keep it quiet for now. the other nobles can be so judgmental. I don't want people to think I don't have a grip on my aqueduct.
I'll keep it quiet for now.
Gramercy, your esteemed highness. Odd symbols are being painted on the bricks of the aqueduct. No one knows where they are coming from, but those who stare at them grow restless and flee.
I blame a wizard.
Probably, yeah.
What should we do, your esteemed highness? It's horrible for visitors.
Just paint them
Send
over.
troops to guard the area.
Just paint them over.
10% chance.
Well, Patrician Carfogel II hires some peasants to give a fresh lick of paint to the aqueduct. As soon as the symbols appear the next dawn, they are painted over before midday.
That went smoother than I expected. Hopefully this is the last we'll hear of it.
I doubt it.
It's not.
It definitely won't be.
And into that season. And here we have an auction.
There we have a military building.
Okay, well, I'll
It's time,
find the
people.
fortress.
You want a
It's time
fortress
for
and
the
a
Grand
prison?
Bazaar.
A fortress and a prison.
The fortress.
So yeah, I am funding for this fortress, but if you fund our prison, I'll support one measure of your choosing. Remember, this is only for me, not for my entire faction.
Guys, I think we should just start buffing our stats and just make sure all our buildings get built every time.
Want me to start the auction? Are we ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, a Grand Bazaar.
Fuck's sake.
Patricia said we need a trade up, that makes sense. Oh god, there's really a lot of bidding going on here.
Fuck.
Wow!
Yeah, there's a lot.
Okay, I
Holy
can't.
shit.
Holy shit, okay!
Shit. Well,
Oh!
Hey, you need
Fuck.
to spend some.
I'm out of money. I can't spend
Oh my
anymore.
god, you're oh!
Screw the rules.
You're a great
I have
reason. You
money.
shouldn't have too much money, but
You just
You should have been taxing the patricians.
He told
Come on, we
you
have
to tax them.
nothing. That's all we have.
You know
money.
what? It's fine.
I mean, the
How much did I
patricians
s-
really were going to get whatever they wanted, and they're paying 4,100 gold for it. So
Yeah. Well, I get some of my money refunded at least.
we should get all our money refunded. Well,
all the ones
I
you
didn't fund the fortress.
all the ones
so.
you spend on buildings that weren't funded. Your ambition.
Yes, I've been wanting to see this.
At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the mother of the nation. You're well on your way to reaching that goal. The peasants are thriving and well fed, and they think of. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas.
Common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of a revolution.
Tegan?
Or you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. The nobles will forget their schemes. If you win.
We do not have a chance against the Asmedians currently. I am pretty confident of that.
Because of
Our military is amongst the best.
4-2. We do not stand a chance against the Asmedian Empire.
Oh,
yeah, because of the counts and the patricians.
I will
Thing is,
become loved by the
It's the
common folk.
military overall, if you were careful, but
A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting town criers to shout about your achievements to the masses. But first you need some actual achievements. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall farming as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles.
And now,
So-
back to the symbols.
Your August Majesty, you recall the symbols that kept showing up on our aqueduct and were causing people to run away?
Is that still happening?
Yes, but now someone's carving them. And we've discovered a network of abandoned tunnels beneath the aqueduct itself. the tunnel walls are carved with those very same symbols. When I tried going inside, my legs wouldn't move. I could do nothing but run away. What should we do?
I vote hire the adventurers on this one.
I'm gonna make a call for unity and let you all decide.
I say hire them. It's
Okay, no,
Adventurers are always a good choice, I agree.
Okay, my
We
fellow
need to
counts,
organize
I
this.
think we should side with the king, or well, queen in this case. I want to. I want to see the ending, and 2, we get to screw over the barons.
okay, we should only put 4 votes in A, and then we should distribute the rest of the votes in the other one so that stability doesn't rise. Like,
Sure.
like I agree with what you're saying, but we're just doing this to prevent the stability
For the
rise.
second, the highest group of adventurers to delve into the tunnels. Who wants to be the adventurer?
So we are to get into the tunnels and explode them, yes?
No, that could damage the aqueduct above. Please, just be careful. Oh yes, it'll be fine. Nothing could go wrong.
On the day of the descent, crowds of coastal citizens gather to watch and cheer. The adventurers do not return for some time. Bronze giants. What the fuck is... Fuck! Asmedians! Are we being invaded by Asmedians?
Okay, Bale can't speak.
Your Majesty, you have to stop those barons. They're hiring giants from Atesh.
As you enter the council hall, you find a towering scaled giant gleaming in the candlelight, hunched over slightly to avoid hitting the chandelier with its head. The nobles cower in fear. Oh god.
We couldn't have any horses, so we decided to go in another direction.
Hilarious.
Oh, they're giants. 12 feet tall, strong as 10 soldiers. They'll be especially excellent for knocking down any more enemy walls.
And they only cost
That's
350
fucking
gold.
hilarious.
You drained your bank accounts. Council, I must protest this. These monsters are the spawn of the 8th god, twisted and unholy creatures that no mortals should trifle with. Okay, literally this is against the 8th god, so we have to...
I know we
500
test the
plus...
capabilities by invading the empire.
Send the giants back to Atesh! Now!
No, come on. Patrician, Easterners.
I think we should test these giants' capabilities.
It's
I
just
just
What's with the
accurate
testing?
data to see if they're really as capable as the barons say.
Are we really gonna invade the Asmedians?
mandate that
fuck
they're
it.
only used for peaceful purposes, such as bucket fire. Fine, Baron. Invasion. Quick. Chop,
Oh
chop.
no! Are we really gonna invade the Asmedian Empire?
Okay, I need to use the loo real quick. Be right back.
Oh god.
Yes!
You're literally getting us to invade the most powerful nation on the planet.
Yes,
Please,
because
please
you
stay.
chose poorly.
The Ashmedian Empire. Our scheme will kick in before that resolves.
Ha! Now that's the spirit. I must
yes.
alive.
Baron will muster the regiments. Wink,
Yes.
wink, nudge, nudge.
I'm not sure about this, Your Majesty. Ashmead is the oldest and largest empire anywhere in the known world. They are not to be taken lightly.
Yeah, it's gonna kick in before.
It's like
Which is kind
our
of
army
impressive.
starts marching and then suddenly turns around to the north.
Yeah, chaps. The Ashmedian Empire is that way.
Sitting on a bench outside the Sun-Bleached Villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet up to plot their latest scheme.
Yeah, but that's not happening.
Yeah.
The profits are down! Our companies are being competed by the damn counts of all people. How could this happen?
Hey, we have the same trade.
The patricians aim to have the highest trade. And here we go.
How'd the invasion go?
Well, it's not happening. The barons are gonna have their if
Likely
Victor
not
before.
going to kick in. So
I'm gonna rule text everyone before this happens. Because now it's the end. The barons have won.
Desertion.
And that is why And that is why we must ensure that taxes are collected in regular intervals. If we were to...
Your Highness, I have urgent news.
What's the matter?
The mutant Odladi have deserted us. Not only have they marshaled without my orders, they refuse to stand down.
Is this new army supposed to be an improvement?
They're disciplined, don't get me wrong, and very loyal. But to whom?
Without issue, still you.
Without a military, we will struggle to hold on to power.
If I may interject, this is almost certainly the work of the barons. If I were to offer any advice, it would be to seek a treaty soon. This new model army, which I suspect takes orders directly from March, cannot be beaten by any... We made sure of that.
You know, if we continue this, I want to test that taken by attacking the Asmedians and get destroyed. You want to know why? You cannot win. When you do the victory condition for war, and anyone who's tried to attack the Asmedians always loses. You cannot beat the Asmedians.
So that you never win than that?
You cannot beat the Asmedians. You can pick another kingdom to attack, but not the Asmedians.
Is that even the case if like all 3 factions have 10 military?
As far
We
as I
need
know,
to try that sometime.
as far as I know, you cannot beat the Asmedians.
Yeah, like, none of us go for victory conditions. We all just focus on building up military as much as... I mean...
Like, the barons could, of course, if you continue this, pick to be loyal, so they'll support my goal. Because that's an option to have. Anyway. You're the spy master still?
This new model army, which I suspect takes orders directly from the March, cannot be beaten by any force on this continent. No, I already said this.
Yeah. Can you do something sneaky? Assassinate some important people?
The time for that is past. With the barons united and in full control of the military, I can do nothing to them.
Then it's over.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. The only strategy is to minimize losses. Perhaps we could negotiate a favorable surrender.
You stalk out of the room, unwilling to hear more. Late at evening, you're joined by Vladimir in your bedchamber. But by look at his face, he's already heard the news.
I'm still in shock too. I can hardly believe those bastards would betray you like that, after everything you've done for this kingdom.
Well,
He pats you on the back awkwardly. You're in a silent path despite everything. It's a little hard to believe your reign might be about to end. Whatever happens, I love you.
Attack on Titan is gonna
Oh,
happen.
the awkwardness. I love you too, I suppose.
Oh...
Will you talk to them? They might let you live if you're willing to abdicate.
I just want to say no if you say let's run away together. I imagine he's just going to say, no, actually, I don't feel like...
Perhaps they'll be merciful.
I'm sure they will.
I have a doubt they'll be merciful.
I'm sure they will be.
The next week passed in a
Military.
blur. Word of your imminent removal spreads through the palace like wildfire. Everyone takes extra care to make you comfortable, as if you were a dying animal. The new model army finally arrives. It's all its shining glory. You hand over like a prized sow. Is that how you pronounce it? Sow? So?
Yep, Sal.
Yeah.
Soon
Sow.
you're languishing in the dungeons. You lose track of days, weeks, months. To the dawn on you, you'll be stuck down here for the rest of your life.
Oh, but she's still alive.
Yeah, but
Maybe she'll appear in later events.
by the time
when
Miranda
we-
finally expired, decades later, she's dead. The gods have forgotten of the wise and old prisoner was ever a queen. Rushing to complete the scheme, the counts attended a blood ritual too early. The summoned demons escaped their control and slaughtered dozens, including Witchma and Count Vlad. The patricians failed to turn the kingdom's steps against it, and the moment had passed. If practical, set about collecting interest and hoarding wealth, waiting for the time to scheme once more. Marching to the Baron's orders, the new mortal army effortlessly took the palace and installed Lind as a monarch. But the military reform soon fell apart, destroyed by corruption and nepotism, while the new monarch would prove harder to control than the barons hoped. And this was this rule. And if we continue, I'll be this lady.
This is just a reminder to me to never, ever go for lower the treasury. Holy fuck, is that hard?
Okay, so here's the thing.
We only got lucky with the last minute. I'm selling my pitiful treasury to get those giants. That should. Then again, if that follows the horses, there was really no way to win. Because if we'd gotten the horses, we would have probably.
Yeah, it's very much an RNG and dice game. That's kind of how it is.